Okay. First we start yellow book, page number 4, refuge part, and then we will do 4 immeasurables. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Oh, yeah. And next we are going to recite Manjushri, supplication or praise to the Manjushri. I recite it in Dharma words in Tibetan, and you repeat me. And this recitation is for you, for your for the sake of your happy life, healthy life, wealthy life, and also especially for increasing your paramodure wisdom, and then eliminate the ignorance and other negative emotions. Okay. Oh, yeah. Lamadang Gombo Jejun Jampa Yangla Chansalo Gangelod De Nye Dentar Nyetar Namda Rabsarve Jenye Dong Jeyin Zecher Nye Je Togar Le Wan Zen Ganda Sebe Mare Mentam Dong Yer Jezer ve ro cho gun la pe je dar ze yin la zhou ju yang dian song ro dar che zhou nyo mo ni long le je jia zhou Dorn ze jeng ma re men sa dong e nye ge jie ni jian ze ra de nam do ne da jian sa juan tar son yuan de le zo jar se te ve ge je cha je dang je ni jian zhe da le men se jian be yang la de om arapaza nadi 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 di 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 zhe dian zhou jie qin rao wu zi ji da le de mo me ba ra sa ne ga dan dian ju yong lo do ba ye lo zhi bo be nan wa zao de so okay, thank you so much, you all. This recitation is quite different. Quite means very special because 500 pentatals they composed praise to Manjushri one night. So among them, only one pentata has slit different praise. Otherwise, 499 pentatas. No, sorry, they composed same. They all composed same praise. So this is a Manjushri's praise or supplication of Manjushri. So that means that they all receive blessings from Manjushri. And then one night they wrote, and they did not discuss, we are going to write like this. But next morning they to being together like we are being together. And then I read by myself my praise to Manjushri. You read your supplication to the or praise to the Manjushri. So all of are the same. So that's where this is very special. And also this verse is only this verse is special. Other verse Tibetan verses are like 6 words together, or 7 words together, or 5 words together, or 9 words together, something like that. But this is a very actually this is a verse. This is a verse, but it's very long. It's a very long. That's why we recite with how to say. It's very long sentence. Each sentence is very long, but that is not paragraph. This is a verse step by step. So this all the Tibetans, these masters recite. Some masters recited this mantra 13 billions. 13 billions. They did a retreat, only recite mantra. So then it helps. This mantra helps to eliminate our ignorance, and also it gives us a special method to solve all the problems. Then right now you have this letter in your hands, but still I recite and you follow me. So repeat me. I mean, this tradition is a very ancient tradition. It's like a Buddha. Right now, I mean, in the ancient times, Buddha give teachings like Four Noble Truths. And then when Buddha says, one verse, for example, all phenomena are emptiness. And then his students repeat that all phenomena are emptiness 3 times or 7 times. Then they memorize it. At that time, we don't have a book. So that's where then they recite like a Heart Sutra. They recite again and again, and then they understand the meaning of this, and then they memorize it. So that's where after Buddha passed away, 10 years later, then they discussed, if we don't write down these teachings, Buddha's teachings, in the decades years later, then it will possible Buddha's teaching will disappear, because then people cannot memorize this like we do. That's what they said. That's where then they collected and start to write down on the papers. Actually, at that time there was no papers, but there's the banana tree's leaf or something, and then they wrote on there. Then in Tibet, For me, I remember a little bit. I slept with my grandmom, my mother's mother. I slept in the night. I slept with her because my mom has many children. So then she recite the word peace prayer and some the taras supplication, 21 tara, and some other supplication of tara. So I heard, and then since I was recite with her, so before I learned Tibetan alphabet like ka 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 nga, I'm in consonants and vowels. Before I learned them, I already memorized the sum of Tara's recitation. So that's why this it's very good. But at that time, don't understand the meaning of this. The word peace, when I recite the word peace prayer, I imaged it's like a like a letters, letter to climb up the roof on the house. You know, always like kind of this size, different colors like this that. Otherwise, I don't understand the meaning of the word peace prayer and taras and so forth. But I memorized some of these. So. Sometimes if we memorize this part, it's very, I think, helpful. You don't want to don't want to spend your time particularly for memory it. But every Sunday, for example, we recite together, and then slowly it comes to the from our mind. So that's I think very important. And then we are dharma learners and dharma practitioners. Some recitations are very important. I think in some monastery, that's my thought. But you don't want to 100% follow me. About that part. Just I share with you. So some monastery, when we study the Buddha Dharma, these masters, Khenpos, their beginning of teaching, there are many recitations. After end of the teaching, there are many recitations. And some the beginning and end, there are no more recitations, directly teach. So I personally think, just thinking back, their benefit, those who recite more beginning of teaching and end of the teaching, seems those teachers greatly benefit their students. So that's my thoughts. And then we are also this is the Drikung Kagyu tradition or lineage. So, oh, my lineage is good, this lineage is not good. We don't want to say that. That is not honest. It's not true. But this lineage also has special kind of rules and regulations. That means the generate bodhicitta and the dedications are very important because Lord Jigten Sumgon emphasized about these two things. So that's why we are going to recite a few more recitations. And then last week we discussed on bodhicitta, and still there are remaining a few things to share about bodhicitta. And then after that, we are going to discuss on the teach. It's okay. I'm going to teach on the Vajrayana vows or samayas and so forth. Okay. So, the verse number 19, by giving purposefully, speaking pleasantly, working for one's aims, and being consistent, beings become receptive, develop faith, accomplish their aims, and gain the result. Dedicate for the attainment of the omniscient state what you have done, encouraged others to do, rejoiced in. Okay. As well as the holisms of samsara and nirvana accumulated in the three times, and the inherent holismness. Verse number 20. Through dedication, accomplishment will come accordingly. If the holism roots are not dedicated, they will exhaust. Wrong dedication will bring in according result. Through correct dedication, omniscience will arise. In this way, traversing the 10 supra mundane and pure grounds, the practice takes 3 countless eons, and the result will be attained. Oh yeah. So the Bodhisattvas, there are 31 vows in Bodhisattvas. Right now we hold Bodhisattvas vow. You all have a Bodhisattvas vow, so we are going to keep 31 Bodhisattvas vows. So majority of this part we discussed last Sunday. So in fact, practice Bodhisattvas, practice bodhicitta means also we are going to keep 10 virtues as much as possible, and we are going to practice 6 perfections. Then also we are going to practice 4 means of magnetizing. So 10 virtues, for example, through body there are 3, not engaging to killing human beings, and not killing human beings, not steal others' things, not engaging sexual misconduct, and through speech and not very kind of higher level of lie. Higher level of lie means, for example, I see Yidam talks to me or something like that. But I'm going to clarify this. Your practitioners, Dharma brothers, sisters, definitely you have experience like you see Yidam deities in your practice, and you heard the sound of Yidam deities, whatever these things. It's definitely not lie. It's okay to share when we are during our Dharma discussion. Don't worry. From my side, for example, if I see Yidam, then okay, that is honest. But I do not see. If I did not see Yidam, or if I did not hear any words from Yidam deities, for example, and then I say, I saw Yidam talks to me something, And I say that for what? For try to how to say uh, draw or try to bring others' attention towards me. And then you all think, oh, he is a spiritual practitioner, so I am going to follow him. And then that is not good. So that's where this is. I don't think this the lie is not engaging with you. No worries. And then harsh words. We try to reduce harsh word as much as possible. And then we are going to reduce speech, like a divisive speech, especially between sanghas. Then and then meaningless speech. We try to reduce meaningless speech as much as possible, and try to instead of that, we try to recite mantras or giving teachings or recite prayers or so forth, and then sometimes keep silence. These all are great. And then through mind, the wrong view, like, oh, there's no karma cause and effect, there's no future Buddha, or then this is a wrong view. And then the malicious thought. Malicious thought is just in the mind, just the negative hope. You know, negative hope is, oh, if they are die, if they something lose, something, if we wish that, it's not good. So opposite of this is, may all beings happy if they have a good job, if they have a good opportunity, if they have good health. These are the opposite of malicious thoughts. And then another one is, I think, covetousness. That means the opposite of covetousness is when people belong wonderful things, expensive things, or lovely things, beautiful things, we should rejoice. And then at the same time, for example, I pay attention towards you, and you wear very kind of a beautiful dress on your body. And then if I think, oh, it's so beautiful, if I have like this, that's not good. So, oh, that's a really beautiful dress, beautiful clothes, and may this benefit her or him. And then especially I offer this to Buddha Dharma Sangha. That is that we have this permission. So this is a special way to cultivate great merit. So we don't want to buy, we don't want to ask these things. First, please give me, please. We don't say, and just we rejoice and offer to the Buddha Dharma Sangha. So that's 10 virtues means that. And then sixth perfection, you know, we try to practice generosity. So generosity is actually practice perfection of generosity means actually they are slightly different. Practice generosity and practice perfection of generosity is different. Practice generosity means just, oh, I give you this, this I give you, it's just give. Sometimes I have compassion. But practice perfection of generosity means we try to understand the essence of these things. Oh, I am selflessness. I'm not self, not individual. You are also emptiness. This thing, book, is also emptiness, but still compassionately can share, can give others. This is called perfection of wisdom. That means that the practice of generosity combined with the perfection of wisdom. Anyhow, sometimes there are three kind of generosity, three types of generosity. Among them, best way is practice generosity of dharma. So for my side, for example, right now, what I can give is my dharma knowledge. I can share or I can give you. And from your side, what you can give is you can recite your love, bodhicitta, and compassion, and so forth. So these are the great way. And then if we can give some material things, of course, that will be also great. Sometimes we don't have some gift to others, then still we can share our love. For example, in the ancient times, one day Buddha walking on the road, and then on the road there was one man. He is like a homeless, and then he just stayed there, and then Buddha came towards him, and then he asked Buddha, "Hi, Buddha," and then Buddha said, "Yes, yes, please." And then he said, "Why am I poor or beggar?" And then Buddha replied, "Oh, you are beggar because you did not practice generosity, perfection of generosity." And then he replied, Buddha, he was an honest person, yeah. He replied that, "You see, I have nothing, then what should I give?" And then Buddha said, "Your face is full of, how to say, smile. Smile. So share that to everybody." So that is very great generosity. And then he understood, oh, I have this great thing. So he did this. So there are many there's many stories like this way. So uh, uh, sometimes when you hand just doing like that, and you image you give something, it's like a toni. And sometimes when you breathe out, also you can you image that you are giving to others. When you are walking forward, at that time also you can give other. You can image your image message. You try to utilize them to remember. So they knock the door of your mindfulness. For example, you do your hand like this, and then suddenly try to remember, oh, that means giving, and then you dedicate your merit, you know. So that is practice the perfection of generosity. And then the second, actually, moral discipline. So if there's monastics, they have rules and regulations. Right now we are also these Mahayana practitioners. So we should keep our love. Keep love means always try to arise love, and that love try to keep by patience, tolerance, forbearance. That's very important. Then there are many stories. Buddha has an attendant. This attendant is first very nice, but then slowly attendant Buddha's attendant become like a bossy, and then the Buddha's very higher level of student, Shariputara, Mongarputara, and the Kashayapa. They are Buddha's real higher disciple, student. Chinese and Manjushri, usually we say the Buddha's student. In reality, they are still yidams since that time, so not like a human being to come in to talk with the Buddhas. So, but they talk with, for example, Chinese like Avalokiteshvara talked to Shariputara, because Shariputara meditate and then it they conversed. That's where this Heart Sutara come from there, yeah. Buddha, Avalokiteshvara, and Shariputara, three holy beings produce Heart Sutara, for example. So then this Buddha has one attendance. Then always scold other people very kind of immediate, very easily, you know. Even he scold to the Shariputara, Mongarputara, and Kashayapa when they come to the Buddha and to say lots of words, kind of a harsh word, and so many times like this. And eventually this tourist sangha get tired, but that's attendance it wasn't Ananda, okay, another one. So then they discussed, we are going to report Buddha. Because this attendance, not only one day, not only 2 days, it's many years. It's kind of, they says it's kind of too much. And that person also cultivates lots of negative karma. So it's better to share Buddha. So let's go. And then they went to the Buddha. And then when they went to the Buddha, how to do this? First, they make 3 circumambulate. This is instead of prostration. And then the right knee put on the ground, and 2 hands holds like this way. And then there's a Buddha, Sir Buddha, something like that. They called Buddha, Buddha. And then Buddha say, yes, my follower, my Sangha. And then your attendance, too much, how to say, blame, too much kind of insult to us, not only 1 time or 2 times. So what should we do? And then Buddha replied, oh, I know that already. But this attendance is my object of tolerance. That means it's because of this attendance, I improve my tolerance, patience, perfection of patience. And then they understood, oh, that means then they understood, okay, since from today we are going to be patient with this attendant, not criticize or something like that. So during our practice, we have many object to be patient, Sometimes people make difficulties for during our practice. At that time, we should be patient. Sometimes patient means not just hold. Oh, this person is not good, and the hold. Then we become like a pressure cooker. There's only one way to go air. If we block that, and it's explode. So that's where give compassion. That person don't understand how to do, doesn't understand how to do or what is right or what is wrong. So give compassion. When you give compassion, and then your patience arises in the mind. So it's very soft patience. Very hard patience and soft patience are different. Yeah, and then sometimes during the practice it's difficult, like hurts the back or body, other parts of body, or sometimes even sometimes you are listening dharma, but you are not you do not get what you want. It's talking different things. Sometimes dharma are quite like a criticism. We hear like that. That is actually path instruction means that. Path instruction means sometimes in the Milarepa song it says the ultimate level of path instruction is like the stone and bone touching. Stone and bone touching. If this is a stone and then it's pressed here forcefully, then it hurts. Likewise, sometimes we hear some path instructions, it's immediately coming inside. If at that moment we try to do correct thing, we do some correctly, it's changed our life. So that's why sometimes path instructions or teachings are, oh, seems he is talking about to me. Indirectly, he or she criticized to me. It's talking about my faults. So then we start to angry and unhappy, but then we be patience or tolerance. These are very important. And then perfection of diligence, that's the enthusiasm, joyfully. For example, you participate every Sunday, so come to joyfully. So if you participate joyfully, it actually is an inconceivable way of practice. I mean, actually, you participate for this teaching, for example. Same, me too. I come to teach here. So, oh, today is Sunday. That's why I'm going to give you teach. Just I come and give teach, or read before maybe 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes before. For example, when I pick up this book for today's teaching, and then I try to arise enthusiasm, and then I come here joyfully for giving this teaching. Then, if I do that, I accumulate perfection of diligence. So that's where to attain Buddhahood, we need to complete 6 perfections. So if we missing one perfection, is then we cannot attain complete Buddhahood. So that's where right before maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes before you try to arise enthusiasm, just arise enthusiasm. This enthusiasm is a medicine in your mind. It keeps happy, healthy, relaxed. Whether teaching is profound or not, but your enthusiasm already benefit to you. So that's is important. And then perfection of how to say the tolerance. Sorry, this concentration or meditation. So that means meditate. You are usually we have meditation, but during the listening and teaching, at that time also you focus single-pointedly. These qualities you possess already. I really rejoice that your listening skill is really wonderful. So, but still improve. And then perfection of wisdom has different layers. First layer is you try to understand what is teaching, and sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, if you listen again and again, usually you think you know what meaning of dharma. Usually you think, but you listen again and again, and your understanding increases. You know more great things from same word, and then this you understand a great thing that helps you greatly. So that's 6. We are going to 6 perfections, and then there is 4 means of magnetizing. This is a special way of practicing the Bodhisattva's practice. So generosity. For example, I say, oh, you are my student, and then I give you dharma, so then I don't want to give any other things. Usually we think like that, maybe. Or it happened, yeah, something like that. You also not expect, oh, he give me, maybe he can he give me a tea or food or some other clothes or not. You never expect. Your expectation is giving some teachings. But from my side, sometimes I have to give, of course, give you teaching, and then sometimes I should give you other things like food or fruits or something like that, or dharma book or so something extra things. So that is called generosity. And then pleasant speech. From spiritual masters have to speak pleasant speech. Otherwise, the path instructions are not harsh word, but when path instruction comes in your mind, in your heart, then as I mentioned, it's like sometimes, not always, sometimes it's like a stone touching forcefully on your bone. This is different, but most of the time, the spiritual masters should give pleasant speech. Otherwise, students run away. One day listen, 2 days listen, and then of course students are human beings, and then they can't they can't listen a very long time because always they scold or something like that, like a Marpa did in the Milarepa. So Marpa and Milarepa's relation is very unique. This is the karmic relation. Otherwise, it's difficult. So also we don't need so much like that because Milarepa already said, I practiced undertaking hardship, so my followers no need so much going to undertaking hardship. That means still you can gain this same realization. And then number 4 is meaningful conduct. Of course, this is very important. Meaningful conduct is it's dependent circumstance. Oh, this is my own culture, so I do this, and then I am going to do same thing here. It's incorrect, you know. People has a different culture, so that's why I try to, especially if it's something harms others people's mind, even dharma. If real that harms to other beings, even dharma practice, we try to little bit keep away that. So the good conduct is meaningful conduct is very important. When give speech politely and then or the conduct behavior, try to show lovely conduct and so forth. Yeah. Then 4th is also I think helpfulness. Helpfulness. Helpfulness, it means, for example, the when for instance, in the 3 vehicles, there are 3 vehicles. So 3 vehicles has different moral disciplines. So they have to keep them well. For example, I explain about bodhicitta. I explain bodhicitta vividly. Then I don't practice this. It's a funny, yeah. It's joke. Then it becomes like a joke. So I talking about bodhicitta. Oh, I'm talking about bodhicitta. 20 people, 30 people. So that's where if I don't arise bodhicitta at least once a day, it's really shame. It's really not okay. So I have to feel that. And then at least once a day, try to arise bodhicitta in mind and try to put it into the action. That means talking bodhicitta and try to follow my own speech. I should follow my own dharma speech. Dharma speech. So these are very important. So these 4 things are bodhisattvas, or how to say, responsibility. So then you all dharma practitioner. So you have a family. In Tibet, for example, everybody are Buddhist. So it's fine. But you are it's okay. But your circumstance is not easy because you and your siblings are maybe Buddhists, and some of your siblings are non-Buddhist. That's why you have a huge responsibility. So your responsibility is, of course, you can, you have freedom. You can do good things, what you want, without harm other beings, other siblings, other families. But most time you try to discipline or show good behavior. Your action is louder than, how to say in English, louder than speech or something like that. So definitely it helps a lot in your family. Because of your conduct, your behavior, then it changes your family's way of thinking. So it does not mean we are going to make them Buddhist if they, whether they like it or not. So it does not mean that. But we are going to show good circumstance. For example, some monastery, some monks, they don't, majority monks don't learn dharma. Because they think, oh, learning dharma is not so important. If we can practice, practice is important. If we cannot practice, then not learn. So, and then one monk or two monastery or one nun or two nuns, something, they went to the like a university of Buddhism, Buddha Dharma, college of Buddha Dharma, and then they learned very well, and then their conduct, behavior, everything improve, and their understanding is improve, and then the way of speech and everything is changing. When they come back in the monastery, and then other monks, oh, I have to go to learn, I have to go to practice, I have to same like a retreat and learning dharma. So it's like a good influence, good examples. We become good examples. So that's why these 6 perfections are very important, and these 4 actually 4 means of magnetizing. Magnetizing is actually we bring there towards us. So that means it does not mean they should become our student or we are going to overpower them. No, we are going to show them good examples. For example, in this world, how many Buddha? So, actually, in the mundane way of thinking, there are single Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha. If there are many Buddhas at the same time, then this world may not experience sorrow or suffering, something like that. So everything can change, way of can fixed by the way of thinking, or So that's where this our Bodhisattva, bodhicitta practitioners have to practice these 4 meaningful magnetizings. So it's really if we practice that, but all benefit come back. That's I give you a small example. To be honest, before I don't know the 4 meaningful magnetizes. I know in Tibetan, but I really don't know English. Last couple of years ago, I a little bit talk at that time. Maybe I thought I was not enough with that English word, so maybe I did not use. Maybe I used, I forgot. But today I'm going to teach this part to you, so I focus in dictionary. So now I know for meaningful magnetizing. So I can use now. Actually, I learned this word for you, to be honest. But the benefit is now I know this. So my English getting better and better. So I don't think, I did not perceive that, I'm going to learn this for challenge someone. I'm going to learn these words to show off something. I did not thought, but I thought, I'm going to teach these 4 practices to the Dharma friends. So I'm going for the sake, they are going to understand clearly. So I'm going to learn. So I opened my dictionary and I found. So now I can say the meaningful magnetizing. Even in my sleep, I can speak. I can say that in my dream. So that is your kindness, and then it also greatly. It is a great gift for me. So then I go back, for example, my home and rethinking about that. Today I know new words in Dharma words that actually I receive from my student. I called my student, but in reality, they are really my teacher. You all You are really my teacher. That I I deeply felt it many times. So that's very true. It's really true. So in the future, if you benefit other beings, then they are become your guru, your helper. So that's really happened. So that's just in another hand, these are the quality of bodhicitta. So and then when we practice bodhicitta or love, then there are three things we are going to practice step by step. First is called the equality of self and others. Equality of self and others, this is very important. Equality of self and others means, oh, I need, for example, I need water because it's summer. So they also need water. Why? Because I need it. So Bodhisattva's thinking is like this. First, we always try to think equality of self, practice equality of self and others. Always try to think. Then, normally, I am important. We don't say, to be honest, we don't say in the mundane way of thinking, I'm important, you are not important. That's actually the human beings' culture. Not human beings, sentient beings' culture, common culture. I am important, you are not important, but nobody say it. But it happened. And then when we start to practice bodhicitta, oh, we are equal. What I want, you want. So we should practice this, and then we developed a little bit, and then we start to practice exchanging self and others. Exchanging self and others, as for example, when we're going to the bus, in the subway, maybe train. Sometimes there are many people there, and some people has the legs or some problems or carry some heavy things. And I found the seat and stay, and I look there, see this person. Then immediately I stand up. Please sit here. Please sit here. This is the exchange, self and others. I love to sit on that chair because I can relax. The whole day I work since this morning to till now. I work. I was working. Now I'm a little bit tired, but still I will let you stay there. Something like that. And then this is an example, or a little bit thinking that exchange what you have and you share these things. You know, then third. This is second. Third is the others are more important than oneself. Others are more important than oneself. So that means actually this is a very higher level of a practice. These some bodhisattvas they dedicate their eyes. Recently, a few people happened. Yeah, they share their kidney and organs. Donors, it's in English. Donors. Yeah. So give these things, and then. For example, Buddha practiced that is he is almost when he was Siddhartha, he almost ready to become king, but he left it for his cousin. Unfortunately, he could not possess that thing. Otherwise, his cousin, cousin brother, could not possess that stage. Otherwise, Buddha left him for him. So these others before self, actually other before self. So this practice is a very great practice. We can practice these things. Then yeah, yeah. So these three things are very how to say important practice. And then there are 22 examples how to progressive our love. Love is how important. There is say you put your hand on your chest, actually heart, and then think. There is say like that. So they think, oh, love is important. Is love important or not? And then your answer is you should first, before you answer, you should experience or remember. Oh, I love these beings, so I'm still love him or her or them. So I'm very relaxed, peaceful. But I angry him or her or they at that time, unhappiness. So that's where love is. In brief, love is necessary. Without love, then everything is finished. So that's why love is important. So then love, bodhicitta are same actually. In this case, you understand when I talking about love, you can understand, oh, he's talking about bodhicitta. But sometimes love is very strong words. I think very it has power. So I'm using this. And so you should improve your love from your loved one. Usually you love your loved one. You love your loved one like a romantic love, Romantic love is like that. I love you, so you should love me. That is the romantic love. So that's where then the problem. And another problem is I love you, so I not give you permission to love you other people. So that's where then is lots of kind of complicated situation occur there. But bodhicitta is I love you, may you love all beings. So that's where then love. So love, that's where we learn, improve from there. For example, this is example, not only one person in generally. Example is, the word of my perfect teacher who composed Zapatra. His another name is Jarvanyug. But the Zapatra is better for you, yeah. Zapatra student is Nyosho Lungto. Nyosho Lungto is his student name. So Nyosho Lungto stayed with Zapatra many years. And he listened teachings and serve him, help him, and then no need so many help him. Zapatra is always wandering travelers and so forth. He's not like he don't have what to say. He is like a very yogi, kind of very yogi. So he himself just walk, talk, and so today here, tomorrow there, something like that. So. But then he listened the one day he listened the teaching, and then student Nyosho Lungto is the one sangha, and then he invited Zapatra after teaching. He invited, I invite you in my room, and then Zapatra says, why? Because I have some special food for you. And then Zapatra accepted that. And then Zapatra come to his student house, room. And then he make tea. The Nyosho Lungto makes tea, makes a tea. And then he brought butter in the yak's skin, actually leather. In Tibet, the culture is we don't have a fridge. We didn't have fridge, so we put butters in the summer. We put butter in the leather, And then winter just keep this. Butter's color change, smell change, taste change. It's very become strange, but it become expensive because in separate season we can eat that. So that's where usually we have a butter like this, very big, this size, It's make leather covered. We shake milk, and then the butter, and then we put it into the cold water, and then again put it into the inside of the from cold water, pick up and put it into the leather, and then we make the butter like this frame size, and then we keep somewhere. So then Nyosho Lungdo invited Zapatra. He brought the butter like in a small leather. It looks like butter looks like a yak's poop. That means a very small butter like this size. Small butter and put on like this one by one, kind of this size. And then he put this. Please eat this butter to the Zapatra. He requested him. And then Zapatra asked, what looks like your butter? It's different. It looks like a yak's poop. What is that? Zapatra asked Nyosho Lungdo, his student. Then he said, this butter sent by my mom, from my mom. My mom is a single mother, and we have only one yak, female yak. So that's where this butter, each time we have milk, it's very, very kind of one bowl of like this milk. So then she shaked that milk and the butter coming, and then she saved this for me. So then it become this size, a little bit bigger, and then she sent me. And then Zapatra says, how long are you here? Zapatra asked him. He says, about 15 years. And then Zapatra asked, did you see your mom in 15 years? He said, no. Then Zapatra said, we are something wrong. Our practice is wrong. Zapatra told to his student, Nyosho Lungdo. So now he says, now you go to retreat. You are going to retreat 7 days. You are going to retreat for 7 days. Only meditate the kindness of your mom, your mother. He said that. And then the students is a very kind of a good listener. So the next morning he went to the forest, and then he meditated. And he did not get time to meditate 7 days. Only 3 days. First day he meditated his mother's kindness, and then he has no freedom to stop cry. He cry. Second days and third days he cannot stay there. And he came back from his retreat and came to the Zapatra. And that Zapatra asked, I told you do retreat 7 days, but you come back in 3 days. Why? He said, I'm going to see my mom. I cannot stay without seeing my mom. And then Zapatra said, that is so amazing. So amazing. So now our teaching is correct. So that's why this is real happened. So this is that student is also just not a kind of actually regular student. Zapatra is a very well-known, famous Dzogchen practitioner, but he did not have many students in each time. But after he pre-nirvana, he really know everybody is a kind of his student. That means his student, Nyosho Lungdo, already know I'm talking the story, he flourished all the Zapatra's teachings. So he has a special for student, and then actually he has numbers of students, but Not each time of giving teaching gathering like this. He teach few people everywhere in different places, something like that. Anyhow, so we are going to improve our love by our loved one. So we are going to find very kind of a significant, how to say, very special point. You know, when I love on a person, at that time, not always focus that person and experience this love. First experience here, and then try to improve, like a multiply, and then and getting more and become vast. So normally, love all mother thinking beings. We can say no feeling, but love one person, my pet, my dog, my cat. I love my dog. It's really feel, and then try to bring this love vastly everywhere, and then that moment we experience great happiness. So Lord Jigten Sumgon has a special pattern structure. He said, you should improve your love, bodhicitta. He says very sweet ways. When you, he says you are going to develop your bodhicitta or love until when you see or you met your enemy, and after you met your enemy, your experience is joy, happy. Do you understand what I try to say? If I have an enemy, usually I can say I stay on the high throne. All mother thinking beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May all mother thinking beings free from suffering, cause of suffering. That's can say. But enemy coming here, well, it's total change. I become wrathful. So Lord Jigten Sumgon say, my enemy come here, for example. I directly see here my enemy, and I look at my enemy, and then I project my love, bodhicitta and love, generate my love. So then my mind is relaxed and experience happiness. So until there, we are going to improve, and we can improve. So this, that's why bodhicitta is very important. Whether you trust enlightenment, Buddha or not, Pardo stage is intermediate stage, or I never visit this in this life, so I don't know. If you think, or Pure Land, Hell Realm, or these are another kind of page, another paragraph. So, but love is present. So you should love by yourself. You should love other beings. So how should you love by yourself is love others. That's very important. Very, very, you can do that. You don't want to buy it. You don't want to ask treasure founders to dig the ground. You cannot find the love under the ground. You cannot go to on the clouds to get the love. Just arise love. Doesn't matter. In your bank maybe $10. Perhaps your bank account is zero. Doesn't matter. Perhaps you have a friend, or perhaps you are alone at your home. If you are stay, try to be with love. If you are with numbers of family, 10 family, 20 family, being together, love. If you have love, then your life is a happy life. So why we are going to arise or generate love or bodhicitta? Because it is like, so I give you example. There are 22 examples. One example is, I'm not yet there. First, okay, maybe that's better. So first, there is love is like earth. On the earth, there are everything. Right now, we all being here, we talk. Can you hear my speak? You say yes. This is because the quality of earth. Earth possesses all the qualities. That's where all of these among 5 elements, earth possesses earth's qualities more than the other elements. So earth has quality of sound, quality of wind, quality of fire, quality of water. So that's why bodhicitta is like earth. If we have earth, we can sit, we can walk, we can plant some vegetables, we can eat fruits. So earth is like that. Bodhicitta is like earth. The first example. Second example is because that means if we have bodhicitta, then all these that's very important. Actually, today I mentioned lots of important. Perhaps you are boring. Earth. If you have a bodhicitta, other dharmas grow on there. Other dharmas are growing on there. If you have other virtues, maybe only that virtues stay there, but other virtues may not arise there. Maybe. So that's where the first example. Second example is the gold. Gold. The bodhicitta is like a gold. That means if you have bodhicitta, then sometimes you reduce your love. It decreases, but then you can increase it. So that's where the gold is a metaphor. If your gold melt on the fire, it can melt, and then sometimes it you separate from fire, it is not melt. But gold is always gold. Whether gold melt is gold. Gold make rain, earring, or whatever. Gold is gold. So that's why bodhicitta is always like a gold. And then this is second metaphor. Third metaphor is bodhicitta is like fire. So that means fire can burn firewood. Likewise, bodhicitta can burn other emotions, negative emotions, especially self-grasping. Self-grasping, I. Self-grasping, individual. Self means I. So daytime we have I. So that's where I need this. I need good information. I need good reputation. I need lots of good things. So if we don't have, then we are experiencing suffering. If we have this, still we need more. If we don't have that, we are suffering. If we first we have that, and then next we lost that, we are suffering. So that's where we are going to free from suffering. So that's where we are going to burn self-grasping by bodhicitta or love. And then this fourth example is bodhicitta is like a treasure. So if we have bodhicitta, you have very small knowledge, small dharma knowledge. Only you can repeat like a Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. I learned 84,000 of scriptures. I have no bodhicitta. You have bodhicitta, so you know only Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. I know all of other dharmas, but you can greatly benefit other beings. Maybe I can't benefit by myself because I don't have bodhicitta. So that's where treasure, precious treasure. That means always it can benefit others. So bodhicitta is like a treasure, a precious treasure. And then bodhicitta is like a jewel. So jewel, if you have a jewel, especially wish fulfilling jewel, so it accomplished everything. Likewise, if you have a love, you can accomplish everything, all the Dharma qualities, all the Buddha's qualities. So if you have a bodhicitta, then your mind become keen. Right now you have a mind, yeah. If you possess bodhicitta, then your mind transform omniscience. Buddha's omniscience. When you have omniscience, your how to say your appearances, these phenomena are spontaneously change. For example, there is a flu. Somebody cough. Maybe there's flu. I should be careful. I don't want this flu. I don't want to get this flu. That's why we try to run away. But if you possess omniscience, there is flu. Flu is emptiness. So no problem. And if it depends your level of practice. If you are middle level of this practitioner, first your headache. Oh, my headache. And after a little while, oh, emptiness. This is the headache's emptiness. No medicine. This is the best medicine. You are recovered. There's no sickness. Sickness is like a dread dream. So, then love or bodhicitta is like an ocean. That means this is important. I think today we should stop here after this, okay? Love is like ocean. That means if your mind is filled to the brim by love, and then you are a place, and that area has many problems. These problems may be natural disasters or human conflict or whatever. Many problems. You and your friend being together, your friend think, oh, this is unbelievable. Why? How? And that means there is a problem, there are problems, and then your friend exaggerated. That makes multiple, it makes more bigger problems. Already has a big problem, and your friend makes that very huge and big problems, but you become like an ocean. So example is in the ocean, there's old shoes. In the ocean, there are many different kind of fish, and different kind of other animals, and then old clothes, and lots of kind of garbage things. But ocean is always relaxed, rest at ease. Likewise, any problems, challenges, difficulties coming in the ocean of your love, no problem. If you possess grasping, then single problem coming, it's like a two glass. They hit, both break. And we try to search it, the floor is full of the piece of glass, both break. So if you have a bodhicitta, then bodhicitta is like this empty space, and then you throw the bell or vajra or book or whatever, it cannot harm. When it come on the floor, then sound is coming. So it's solid because the floor is solid. The empty space is empty. So that's whatever occurs in your life, then there is no problems. So right now we all tried to run away from suffering. That's for sure. Nobody need suffering. So this is the special method how to against our obstacles to our suffering. First, when you first try to practice this part, is sometimes you become is a winner, sometimes you lose. So that's why we need diligence. You step by step practice, then eventually you can reach special place that is deathless. This is, for example, death. Even people introduce, oh, it is your time to die. Maybe doctor says that. It is your time to die. If you don't have a bodhicitta, understand, you think, oh, what should I do? My house. Oh, I cannot leave my friends, my loved one. And then you have lots of tension, suffering, something like that. But if you possess profound love and bodhicitta, this life, next life, in Pardo, at all, I'm pleasant, happy, joy, and then no worries. No worries, but your experience is joy. It's like if you are full of, your stomach is full of food, still do you want some other food? Can you eat? Maybe you cannot eat. Likewise, if your mind is full of joy, happiness, because of your love or through your love, then other temporary things, oh, that makes happy, this makes happy, do you want? You can ignore them. You don't want so much things. So in this life, we can, actually there says there is a way to attain Buddhahood. So perhaps, yeah, of course, that is necessary. I mean, but still it's quite difficult. We feel that. But to arise bodhicitta is, right now you can arise. I mean, you are, in this present moment, you can arise bodhicitta. May all beings be happy, or love others before oneself, or exchanging, or the equality way, so you can arise bodhicitta. So that's why to arise bodhicitta is actually not difficult, and these methods are also not so complicated methods. So I hope we all can do that. And then thank you so much, all of you, and we are going to dedicate our merit. So please you follow me, okay? I recite this prayer 3 times. No, as long as space endures,
as long as space endures,
as long as there are beings to be found,
as long as there are beings to be found,
may I continue likewise to remain,
May I continue like remain,
to drive away the sorrows of the world.
drive away the sorrows of the world.
Now, as long as space endures,
now,
as long as the space endures,
as long as there are beings to be found,
as long as there are beings to be found,
may I continue likewise to remain,
may I continue likewise to remain,
to drive away the sorrows of the world.
to drive away the sorrows of the world.
Now, as long as space endures,
now, as long
as long as the space endures,
as long as there are beings to be found,
as long as there are beings to be found,
may I continue likewise to remain,
yeah, I
continue likewise to remain,
to drive away the sorrows of the world.
to drive
away the sorrows of the world.
Okay, thank you so much, all of you. And may you all become great, great bodhisattvas, and may you drive away the sorrows of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo Tenzin. Thank you, everyone. Please stand by
Thank you, Khenpo Tenzin.
as we change live streams for the Dharma discussion group.